Okay, all right, I'll send the later then.
All right, Dad.
All right.
That was my dad calling me just then. He had called and asked me would I want to go down to Panama City with them. I told him, yeah. And as you guys seen, said it could be 80% rain down there. So we not going to go down there. So I guess I just kick it here at my tent, which I ain't tripping. At least I'm at peace. I ain't around no distractions and nothing like that. But yeah, I talked to my dad and I asked him, I was like, hey, yo, Dad, like, can I use the RV, you know, as I'm out here to get out this tent, because this tent is so small. Like it worked, don't get me wrong, but shoot, to know that my pops got an RV and that's what family is for, man. Like, we should be grateful to even have like somebody in your family in these type of times, you know? Because at the end of the day, help is help, and you never know where help comes from. So thank God that I got my father in my life, and this time like this, I can call on him. And even though I can ask for more, I chose not to because I'm a man. At the end of the day, I still want to go through these things myself so that it can build me into the character that I'm becoming. Regardless of what my father got, like, I feel grateful to know that, hey, I can go and ask him for anything, but it's just more grateful to know that he's there. So don't be so easy to just give up and just go and try to get help. Just because he got what he got doesn't mean that I need to just cater to him. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. I made my own decision to put me in this situation, so I got to figure out how to get myself out of this situation. And it's just that simple. So, I mean, you know, he had shot me an idea. He was like, hey, you can use the black RV. And I was like, shit. And that's the one that's drivable, because he was like, it need to be driven anyway because it just been parked up for like, that damn RV been parked up for a while. And it's a blessing. Like, you know what? Look at these times. The moment I'm out here in my tent, the RV need to be driven. So we're going to go and get the RV soon. Hopefully, I'm going to just see what he say. Like, we ain't finished the conversation. He just told me it'd be a great idea, but we're going to see what's up. Okay, so you know how we got to start the day off. It's mandatory to get the word. This is like medicine to your brain. I'm telling you. I'm going to just go here. Jesus talks with a Samaritan woman. Now, Jesus learned that the Pharisees had heard that he was gaining and baptizing more disciples than John, although in fact it was not Jesus who baptized, but his disciples. So he left Judah and went back once more to Galilee. Now he had to go through Samaria. So he came to a town in Samaria called Sychar, near the plot of ground Jacob had given to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there, and Jesus, tired as he was from the journey, sat down by the well. It was about noon. When the Samaritan woman came to draw water, Jesus said to her, will you give me a drink? His disciples had gone into the town to buy food. The Samaritan woman said to him, you are a Jew, and I am a Samaritan woman. How can you ask me for a drink? For Jews do not associate with Samaritans. Jesus answered her, if you knew the gift of God and who it is that asks you for a drink, would you have asked him, and he would give you living water? Sir, the woman said, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Where can you get this living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from it himself, as did also his sons and his livestock? Jesus answered, everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. The woman said to him, sir, give me this water so that I won't get thirsty and have to keep coming here to draw water. He told her, go, call your husband and come back. I have no husband, she replied. Jesus said to her, you are right when you say you have no husband. The fact is, you have had 5 husbands, and the man you have now is not your husband. What you have just said is quite true. Sir, the woman said, I can see that you are a prophet. Our ancestors worshiped on this mountain, but you Jews claim that the place where we must worship is in Jerusalem. Woman, Jesus replied, believe me, a time is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. You Samaritan worship what you do not know. We worship what we do know, for salvation is from the Jews. Yet a time is coming and has now come when the true worshipers will worship the Father in the Spirit and in truth, for they are the kind of worshipers the Father seeks. God is Spirit, and his worshipers must worship in the Spirit and in truth. The woman said, I know that Messiah, called Christ, is coming. When he comes, he will explain everything to us. Then Jesus declared, I, the one speaking to you, I am he. Now, and I actually love that scripture there when Jesus talked to the Samaritan woman, because it actually gave the woman clarity. And it just shows, like, at the end of the day, always have faith. The moment you lack faith, the moment you enter into confusion. And confusion is never good. So that's why, like, with me, I keep my faith so high in our Father, because at the end of the day, I know God. I don't believe in him. I know Jesus. I don't believe in him. And I'm thankful always for Jesus sacrificing his life for us. That's why I don't really too much trip about certain choices that I make, because as I already know in the back of my head that our life is already written out. So I have to just become more aware of everything that I go through in my life to get clarity of it and continue to move forward and understand that I'm going to learn something from what I went through. And it's just that simple. So yeah, let me get out real quick and see what today's going to cause me, because I have this book right here also, by the way, guys. It's called the No Grid Survivor Project. And I ordered this book back in August. That's the crazy thing, because I am aware of things that's going on in the spiritual realm in life. And I know y'all might be like, "Coach, what you talking about?" Like, my third eye is open, which is my pineal gland, or my pineal gland, however you want to say it. And I just know for a fact that I am chosen. And I am aware of a lot of things that's taking place that is not just by coincidence. It's spiritual. It was already meant to happen. That's why we have to prepare for these things, so therefore we can survive no matter through whatever we go through. Because if information has been given to us to prepare for something and we don't prepare for it and we reach fatality or anything like that, that is on us because we wasn't prepared. You can't blame a natural disaster for taking you out if you didn't properly prepare for it. It's just that simple. And not even just natural disasters, like things in life, period. You have to always be cautious and prepared. I ordered this book because we never know what will happen. Let's just say we get hit with a cyber attack from another country or whatever, right? Lights go out, power go out. Right now, we experiencing this now with the tariffs. Right now, the shipping containers, they low. We're not getting no goods in right now. By the end of the year, a lot of stores will be empty on the shelves because there's no goods being transported to the United States due to the tariffs right now that's going on. So it's a lot that's going on in the world that a lot of people are not paying attention to, but they will feel it in the future. If they're alive, if they're here, which I pray they be, people will feel this drought that's about to happen in the United States. I've genuinely just been preparing for it, and I'm going to take you guys and show y'all a few things that I've done so far to prepare for it. Matter of fact, go to 165. So on page 165, it's talk about preparing the gas and everything, how to build fuel storage. I'm going to take y'all and show y'all right now. I be preparing for stuff, and sometimes I be speaking on it. I be trying to tell like a lot of my friends or whatever, my family, they think I be tripping. They think I'm crazy or whatever. So it's like, I just say to myself, like, I can only do what I can do for myself, and I can't make other people do what they need to do. So I was already preparing for this. It's a lot of stuff that I'm preparing for that I haven't just been speaking on, because sometimes you don't gotta let the world know everything. Well, not sometimes. You should not let the world know everything. So right here it say how to build a fuel storage and how to preserve it. And they give you the details. They give you the amount of difficulty or how easy it is. And it just give you every detail that you need. And as y'all see right here, I have this already. So I got a lot of fuel already put up, and now I got it chained up. So therefore, like, it would not be easy for anybody to try to come and steal from me. But you gotta be prepared. Now, Mike don't got a house just yet, which is fine. Really ain't tripping about that. At least I got CoreySSG, right? That's a blessing. So the fact that I got CoreySSG, I mean, I could do whatever on my property that I want. Now, with this book, as you see, how to build a smokehouse. Let me go through it and show y'all a few things. Oh, I gotta check in my bun. Can't forget that, you know, still dealing with this case. I gotta take a picture, right? Yep, I hear my land. In my tent. Anyways, now let's get back to it. How to build a raised bed, how to build a greenhouse, how to use a ham radio in a blackout. So if a blackout come, it's showing you the equipment, everything that you'll need. And also, if I want to, I could build me a EMP shield. If you don't know what this is right here, do your research. I also can make my own solar panel, if you know how powerful that is. So it's just about just grabbing the material, and it's showing you how much the material costs as well. And it also gives you how long it should take for you to do this. How to get power out dead batteries, how to charge your phone when there's no electricity. Even in the moment where I might need something, it's a way that I can actually get it. And this is the name of the book. It's the No Grid Survivor Projects, how to produce everything you need on your property. And as y'all see, we are on my property. And also, another blessing is my storage back here. Like, I got this set up. Like, I prepared for a lot of this, like, way before. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the things that I was able to do thanks to my grandfather. So check this out, right? I can go in here and show you guys some of the great things that I have to help me throughout my land inside my storage. Now, I don't think, as you guys can hear the radio is on, and I had this on for a reason. I would teach you guys why. But I don't think we should go in there just yet. I think I should say that for another video, because I'm pretty sure y'all want to know what's inside of there. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all would say, Corey, if you got a storage, why are you in your tent and you want to just stay in your storage? Well, once I go in there and I open it up and I show you guys what's inside, you guys will see why I have to get me a tent and not actually stay inside my storage. I think I'm going to leave today, go see my grandma again. When I went to the hospital yesterday, she wasn't doing so well. They called us in and said that the cancer's taking over, so, you know, I want to just try my best to spend as much time with her as I can. That's what I'm going to get ready to do once I get done trying to put my pen and stuff together. Or, knowing me, I might just leave now. Just got up, so I slept a little late. Kind of tired from last night. All right. Didn't get no fish, so guess what I was able to get? I was able to afford me some more cans of bananas. Yes. I was thinking to myself, right? Like, as I'm out here on my property, and I'm just figuring out ways to make some more money because I really want to start investing and start building my house out here or something. Like, even like right now, I don't got to build like a crazy big mansion, but I can start on it. Like, I might not finish it ASAP, but just to start on it, I feel good, you know? If you guys watch one of my previous videos where I was speaking on how I'm gonna sort my land out, I got 3 boys, and I really want a baby girl. So I'm gonna save a spot just for a girl. But I already got out the spots where I wanna have our neighborhoods in. So even though, like right here, right? So this is where I'm gonna build my house, back here. Excuse my glass, they be sliding down on my face because of the sweat. Down there on that end right there, I'm gonna have Aiden spot. And then CJ, I was thinking about putting CJ up here at the front somewhere in this area, and Caden gonna be over there in the corner. So me and CJ gonna be over here, Aiden and Caden gonna be over there, and up here in the middle right here, I'm gonna give that spot to my daughter, right? And we just go build like storages and a shop, probably like a little store or something we'll have here on the property, so therefore we won't have to go to the city. So I got a brilliant idea. Like, I see it in my head. Right now we're walking into Coreyville, walking on hard time drives right now. And in this video, y'all finna kind of experience me having a hard time, but it is what it is, because hard times are not there to stay. You go through hard times to build you up to the great times, because you gonna be appreciative of the great times, because you gonna remember the hard times. And the hard times are what shape you into becoming great. If you understand, clap your hands. Why you ain't clap your hand? Shout out to everybody that clap their hand, but why you ain't clap your hand? You must think you too perfect or something. You don't understand what it feels like to go through hard times and appreciate the hard times when the times get great? Huh? See what's going on up here. See, I'm thinking about how I want to build my house, and I kind of got an idea of how I want to do it already, but like I say, man, I need some money. I got an idea of what I'm gonna do. I don't wanna do this, but I feel like I'm gonna have to do this. We'll talk about it real quick. Okay, Gun Smoke Drive. This is gonna be the street that I'm gonna live on, the house that I build for myself. As you guys see in my hand, I got me a box right here. We will talk about this in a few minutes. We can put it inside right here. Us as humans, we forget where we come from. And it's okay, because sometimes you can get carried away. You start experiencing different things that kind of like shadow some of your memories, that you have to just realize that they are there. They haven't gone nowhere. God will put you back in a situation where he'll take you back to remember those moments, so therefore you won't forget how you felt then, to appreciate where you are now. And this happens to a lot of us. It's normal. We're human. Sometimes you have to understand that pride and ego can take you down further than anything in this world. For example, me want to sell my jewelry to make some money to be able to build me a house, right? A lot of people will probably try to make fun of this, or a lot of people actually going through this. They have valuable things around them that they are attached to, but those valuable things that they are attached to can change their situation. But due to the fact that they don't want nobody else on the outside to judge them, they hold on to those things that really cause no purpose in their life at the moment, but will actually make an impact in their life in the future if they do the right thing. A lot of us have to get out of that mentality where that we are so worried about how other people feel about us. Fuck how anybody feel about you. This your life, this your journey, and you have one person to report to. God is the only person that can help you out of whatever situation that you're in. And don't depend on people, though God is going to work through people. Or God might just work through experience, but it still involves people. So with that being said, if you're going through anything right now in life, don't be ashamed to step in your truth. Don't be afraid to walk in your footsteps, for we don't know where you might end up at, because you might just turn down this road and it's an alley. And you have to stay in that alley for a minute because there was a storm going over on the next road that you can't go to right now. So now you have to just sit in that habitat of the valley right now, right? And adapt to that surrounding for this period of time until the storm actually crosses over on the street that you got to go on to go from rags to riches, right? And the valley don't necessarily mean that it got to be the poorest situation, but it's not where you desire to be, or it also might not be where you come from. So sometimes we have to just go in an environment that we're not used to and adapt to it to become strong in that environment to prepare where we're going. I can't stress this. Life is really like a journey that everybody has their own experience. It doesn't matter what nobody think about your journey. I say that one more time because that's what we always tend to forget. Because we be trying to prove a point to so many people in this world, and a lot of times you never will meet the people that you're trying to prove a point to. You need to prove a point to the person who you look in the mirror at. That's yourself. And you don't got a mirror. Find something that you can look in and see the reflection of it and see yourself. You need to prove a point to that person. You gotta always realize certain decisions that you make can either better you or make you worse than what you already are. Make wise decisions. Make decisions that better you and not the opinions of others, because others' opinion doesn't better your life. It doesn't do nothing for it, to be honest. That's an ego inside of you if you're looking for opinions of others, or if you let opinions of others guide your journey. I'm very grateful to just even be alive to experience a lot of things that I'm experiencing, so that I can grow into the man who I desire to be. And once I get older, or as I'm growing, I can pour this into my sons. I have a purpose. My purpose is my kids, because when I leave here, I'm leaving something here. So I want to make sure that they are prepared, so that for when I leave earth, that everything that I went through, that I was a man and I took accountability and I learned from everything and I was able to teach it to my kids, so therefore they won't have to go and experience a lot of the things that I've experienced. They might experience some things in their own way, but it won't be as worse as mine if they actually the street. I had an idea and I was wondering, like, should I do this or not? And in my head, I feel like it's great. Like I said, I want to come up with some more money so I can start the foundation of my house, because I got the wood right there already piled up, ready to burn. And it's going to be like the square footage of where it's going to be at. I just don't know exactly how many I want to do just yet. But then that box right there, I feel like that box could give me some money back. I might not make the money that I want, but it's something. And right now, I got to go get it. So in this box right here is a jewelry that I have had over the years. And I'm gonna just sit my binoculars up at the top of the sign. I was thinking about going to the pawn shop nearby or whatever and selling my jewelry. I got a few pieces in here that I know I can get a pretty penny for. That's if they don't try to lowball me, because you know they have to make their money too. But I just need my money, because I want to build my house right here and I need some money for this. So we're gonna go to a pawn shop sometime this week, and I'm thinking about selling my jewelry so that I can afford to build me my mini mansion on my land. And it might not be mini, it might be a nice size. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not worried about trying to build the biggest house. I just want to start with the groundwork first. And once we get that done, we're gonna look at it. Then we're gonna realize, okay, this is gonna be a pretty big house, or this is gonna be a pretty medium-sized house, or this is gonna be a small house. But I don't want to go small, because why go small? That's just me.